Yes. Just dealing with a lot of memories.
You like some more broth?
No. That was fine. I have a great deal to answer for. A great deal to make up for. I know I haven't been the kind of father you deserve. But I want you to know I do truly love you. I only wish I had more time to make up for so many, many things.
I'll try to do that for both of us, John. If our son will just give me the chance.
Kids don't have to wear a fire hat or a big raincoat to turn on the Fisher-Price Fun Hydrant. In fact, they don't have to wear...
I'd like to try. After all, I am your mother.
No. No, you are not my mother. You gave birth to me, but there's a very big difference. Do you know that when I was a little boy, I used to cry myself to sleep at night just thinking about you, dreaming about you? And I had to believe that you would have loved me if you'd lived, but no, you died giving birth to me.
I do love you.
No, that was just part of this fantasy, the fantasy I had. It was another lie, but I needed that lie. I could live with that lie, but you come in here and you take that away from me. Damn you, just damn you to hell.
When I met Lisa, she was the most exciting young woman I'd ever known. So full of life. I think one of the reasons I married her and brought her back here was that deep down I was hoping she'd shake up this musty old house with her zest for life and her energy. But that was the first of a long list of mistakes in judgment.
Why?
Because this house stifled all that was best in her. Your grandmother never thought she was a suitable wife for me, and she made no secret of it. Lisa pleaded with me for us to get our own place. But I was so caught up in work, and I didn't listen. I wasn't sensitive to her needs. Soon we were arguing all the time, and it just went downhill. By the time you were born, our marriage had disintegrated, and there was no hope that it would ever be right again.
How could you have been so certain of that?
Because when there's that much hurt in a marriage, you can never turn back. And so the night you were born, we made the decision we did. I know now it was the wrong decision. It has been eating away inside of me like this cancer. It's a pain I never want you to experience. So I'm begging you, as hard as it is, as betrayed as I know you must feel, don't turn your back on your mother.
Okay. All right, I'll meet you at the hospital, but don't go see Dr. Samuels until I get there. Because I want to hear everything that she has to say.
It was me only a day ago on cloud 9.
Look, I know, son. I know.
All right, I'm off.
Okay. See if you can convince Lily to come out and have some lunch. John and Ivor are going to be here. They're going to drop off Aaron.
Okay, I'll try.
All right.
Linc, Woody, see you, Holden.
Emma, what I wanted to say before was... my marriage to Marcy is over. I'm heading to Jessica Griffin's and I'm going to talk about a divorce.
Linc. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear this, but... well, whatever the problem is, surely you can work it out. I mean, after all, it's not just the two of you now. You have the baby to
There is
consider.
no baby. Marcy isn't pregnant. She never was. She lied about it. Just like she lied about everything else.
Thelma, tell him I'll have to call him back. And Thelma...
that for a couple of minutes. I'll have the lab type your blood, and they'll also test for your RH compatibility.
So, does this mean that everything's okay?
Oh, it's just fine. You are the perfect specimen of the healthy mother-to-be, Lily. Just keep on doing what you've been doing to take good care of yourself. And, here's that prescription for prenatal vitamins.
Okay, thank you. All right, so when do I see you again?
Well, we'll keep it at once a month until your 28th week.
How about those brochures for the natural childbirth?
Oh, right. And on your way out, my secretary can give you a list of the classes that are available in this area. But you've got lots of time before that happens.
How'd you like to have lunch out at the farm?
I would love to. I'm starving. But I got to be short because Ellie and Linc are both out of town.
Linc's not out of town. I just saw him at the farm.
He's supposed to be down in Waco for meetings with my dad. I guess that Cal must change his mind and didn't tell me.
Maybe something went wrong because Linc seemed a little down.
I can't imagine that. I mean, ever since he found out that Marcy was pregnant, he has been walking on air.
So why don't you cancel the rest of your afternoon appointments and we can catch an earlier flight?
No can do. You really are anxious to make this trip to New York, aren't you? You know my folks aren't going to welcome you with open arms. I doubt they've changed their minds about our relationship.
Maybe not, but still, the sooner we see your folks, the sooner we can see Brian and Beatrice in Edinburgh, and then we will have done with the lot of them, and we can set a bloody wedding day.
That's my next appointment. Hi.
Hi, Ted.
Cal, Linc, come on in.
Thanks.
Hi, Linc. How are you?
Hey, Duncan. How are you?
Good to see you. Cal? Okay. Well, I best be off. As a matter of fact, I think I'll go check on Lucinda. See you later.
Okay.
I'll give you a call. Good.
Linc, you apologize. I know that your business really demands a lot. I understand.
Yeah, well, I'd still like to sit down and explain a few things to you. I'm going to clear my schedule up so I can fly back tonight or in the morning, if that's all right with you.
Well, of course. You know that you're always welcome here. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Ned.
Do you have everything?
I want to bring everything that this little boy has, just in case. God.
Here, my favorite house guest in all the world. Hello. Let me take these.
You want them?
Yes.
Oh,
goodness gracious.
Hey.
Dear, you're coming so soon.
Well, I tried to get down here fast enough to say goodbye to you guys.
Hey, I thought that was you we saw as we drove in.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Good to see you. Hello. Oh, man. Well, let me look at you. Let me look at you.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Wait a minute. She told me that she was as big as a house.
Oh, very funny.
I'm just kidding. Come on. You know I can't wait to be an uncle again.
Oh, yeah? I'd like to be a godfather, too.
Well, I'd be honored. God. Well, you're going to have to do some diaper practice here pretty soon, aren't you?
I already have. I've been practicing on this little guy here. Speaking of which, you're going to let us look after him while you're away, or what? She doesn't trust us.
Oh, that's not it. I'd love for you to have him for a couple days.
Good. Because I love this little guy. I love him a lot.
Hey, Seth. Welcome back. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. You too. I guess my dad's back out in the field.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, wait a minute. I understand Holden's not the only guy who's going to be a dad around here. Congratulations. You and Marcy must be very happy.
And under no circumstances, none is Miss Breen allowed up to the penthouse offices.
I am so very sorry for everything.
I wouldn't mean to cause you any kind of... I wouldn't want to hurt you for the world. I just... If you could just forgive me. Well, you take good care of yourself. And, be well.
Mrs. Mitchell, wait.
And he told me that he was dying and that he had to put his life in order while he still had time.
Well, what does that have to do with you? I mean, your relationship with him ended more than 30 years ago. As far as I know, you never even kept in touch with him. You certainly never mentioned him in this family.
I certainly didn't. I had reasons. I had very, very good reasons. Tommy, you must realize that when I married John, I was young. I was a different woman. I was willful and selfish and stubborn.
I know, Mom, I know. Dad told me a good bit about that, but you have changed a great deal.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, back then, I realized that our marriage was a dreadful mistake. I realized that I had to get out. And that's when I found out I was pregnant.
Did you lose this child? Did you have a...
No, darling. Tommy, what I'm trying to tell you is that I had the child. It was a little boy. I never saw him. I didn't even see him when he was born. I mean, I didn't see him until the other night when he walked into the Eldridge home. Tommy, what I'm trying to tell you is you have a brother.
Emmy Award-winning As the World Turns. This portion brought to you today by Pt.4 shampoo.
I know that this comes as a terrible shock to you, darling, but I begged John not to say anything to Scott about... Yes, Scott. That's his name, Scott Eldridge.
Mom.
I begged him to say nothing to him. I had no intention of telling Scott the truth. But when he walked into the Eldridge home the other night and we started talking, I realized that all these lies, the deceit, how much it hurt him. And I had to tell him who I was. Come on now, don't turn your back on me.
Let me see if I have this right. You've had another son for 30 years, a brother you just neglected to tell me about. I assume you've kept in touch with him? Just to see how he was doing, maybe.
No, I just told you that I have never seen him. I never saw him at all until he came.
Why didn't you see him?
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but...
No, please. I want you to tell me if I'm hearing this right.
What is going on? Please. Please, I think Tom is going to need you more than he has ever needed you in his life. Why? Because I have just told him, when I was married to John Eldridge, I had a son. He's just a few years younger than Tom. She's a very lovely young lady.
Thank you.
How old is she?